What's that shirt say?
Yeah, it's
Fart milk.
Fart
Bro,
milk?
quit screaming in the mic.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck.
full
Fart
bodyguards.
milk.
Full
Fart
bodyguards
milk.
by
I thought it said fart
bodyguards.
milk. I was like,
What
does that even
the
mean?
fuck, dog?
Did you figure this out?
Yeah, you're on.
Oh, we're recording? Oh, we're good to go? All right, everybody. Welcome back to the Open Mat Chat. Today's guest, we have Kelly Patrick. You might have heard of him. Scoot closer to me.
Okay, yep.
He's already rubbing my
I
leg.
accidentally rubbed his leg earlier, and so I scooted a little bit away from him. But
Now
you're
you-
saying go closer.
Now you're too close.
We're-
Right there.
Come on.
Right
Come
there.
on, Doc. So anyways, you guys had a radio show this morning.
We did, yes.
What'd you guys talk about?
NBA Finals, for the most part. It looks like the Toronto Raptors may win the NBA Finals. They're up 3-1 on the Warriors, which is significant. So, I mean, there's some angles there.
Doc's pretty happy.
Talked about the Andy Ruiz knockout win over Anthony Joshua. Doc, what else are we talking about? Set your Everclear down for just a moment. What else did we talk about?
And a cigarette.
You know.
Women's basketball.
Yeah. Le'Veon Bell was
Oh, yeah.
robbed. Did you guys hear about that? You know who Le'Veon Bell is?
Running back.
Anyone?
Does he still
Correct,
play for
yeah.
The, does he
Couch
still
got
play
it.
for the Steelers?
No, now he's with the Jets. He signed a free agent contract. Okay. Signed a free agent contract, but he had a couple Instagram models who he referred to in the police report as being his girlfriends. Go to his house.
Taking a page out of Cardi B's book.
Yeah. He left and they robbed him. They both robbed him. When it came time for the police report, he could not actually tell their real names. He didn't know their names.
That's awesome.
That's so surprising.
That was interesting.
It's a shocker.
You guys have a bunch of roadie women throw themselves at you and Instagram models.
Yeah, look at
Hit
our
me up.
couch. That's how Couch found his girlfriend.
Yeah.
In all seriousness, is that right? Instagram?
DMs.
Actually, I saw him at my gym, and then he's isolated to his Instagram and Facebook.
Oh, okay. So would
Got
you
it like that, bro.
are you an Instagram model?
Me or her?
Do I
Either.
look like?
I do a little bit.
She's at.
I
she's
That's what we were
actually,
talking about. We're talking about
had some
Instagram.
offers from some creepy guys to send pictures of her feet.
And I told
Okay.
her, I told
Sugar-
her
I've
to do
had
it
sugar
because it
daddy
seemed like
offers.
good money.
Yeah, I'm alright with her
Seemed like pretty steady income.
prostituting her feet out.
It's not that big of a deal.
For money.
For money.
See feet every day.
As long as they're not licking them. we should
Yeah,
be straight.
there's no physical
Where,
contact.
yeah, where do you draw the line, Couch?
It's all. It has to be digital.
Speak up.
No physical contact.
No physical. I mean, you could like touch them with like your hand, but no tongue, no.
No.
Tongue on the toes too far, bro. I don't-
Would you have to be present for the foot massage?
Yeah, because if it started working its way up to the
Yeah,
calf,
let's be honest. The
and-
foot massage. That's what guys do.
Yeah, you start
Give you a
there,
shoulder massage, give
then
you a
you-
foot massage,
you
and then they
work
work
it
on
up.
other things with
Yeah.
your pants on or
So
off.
I'd have to be present and monitoring the activity.
With pants on or off. Ready to choke someone out if warranted. You are national or world champion.
Yeah, I won that.
Just blue belt though.
I got bronze in absolute, so
We don't care.
hopefully no pants I can win double gold.
Did you place the first year too?
I lost the second round the first year. I didn't understand the rules quite well. You can't, for some reason, you can't have a submission in and get points for the position, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, can't sweep with a submission.
I swept from close guard with an arm triangle, passed, and then took mount with an arm triangle, and they didn't give me my 4. So I would have won the match if I had known and realized and got my points.
And that guy went on to win second, right?
Yeah, he got silver that year to a guy named Mario Gonzalez, who is a monster. He won double gold that year. He's wrestled at like in the Big Ten somewhere, and then he got I think second at trials.
Second.
The podium was first Tim Spriggs, him second, and then Chewy third, Nick Allen. They're all just ridiculous.
Monster.
And Mario's only a purple belt now. It's the crazy thing. Like his wrestling is just crazy.
Only a purple.
I mean, yeah, he's got some ridiculous ass control.
He's definitely black belt level.
Dude, he hit. I remember watching one of his matches, and I was like, he hit a throw by on the guy, and I turned to Adam, and I was like, "Hey man, why'd that other guy just turn around?" And he didn't. He literally like threw him like a baby and turned him standing straight up, and I was like, he just let him do that, and he's like, "No, he made him do that." And I was like, But I probably could have podiumed in 2017, but I didn't. I don't know. My mind wasn't right. I didn't train hard enough, and then I came back the second year, ended up winning my division, luckily.
Changed his diet up, quit eating Wendy's, Dr. Pepper.
As much, yeah.
As much.
Kind of like
Occasionally.
Doc's diet over there.
He's on that Burger King diet now. Couch, over the course of a normal day, how often do you mention that you're world champion?
It's probably in the negatives, bro. I don't talk about it too much, honestly.
Okay.
I don't talk about it too much when people ask, or if it like comes up, I'll be like, I won out there, but I don't talk about it too much.
If one day you have an entry on BJJ Heroes, that will be mentioned, right?
Yeah, hopefully that would be dope. I love that. I love those kind of sites, man.
At what point
like,
would you get your own entry?
At what point? Probably if I win like
Another Naga.
win like a no-gi pans or like a gi world title, I would think, or maybe when I develop into like the brown and black belt competition scene, I would hope it would be really cool to get on there. I'm a really big fan of like pretty much all those guys because that's all I do is follow jiu-jitsu and train. So like I'm all about that.
Anyone from Kentucky have an entry on there?
I think
Chad.
Nick Albin and Chad maybe.
And Nikki
Sullivan.
Oh no, well she's from Indiana, but
She
used to train
I thought her
in
jiu-jitsu
Kentucky.
was out of Owensboro.
used to,
Okay.
yeah.
She's trained at a bunch of gyms.
Yeah, she's doing really good too, man.
She won Masters World, right?
I don't know.
Or Pans, something like that.
Jerry probably knows. Nikki Sullivan, did she win Worlds, Masters? She did.
She won Master Worlds, which is really dope. And she's placed second at trials twice, so you know that girl's legit.
She has like the craziest guard I've ever tried to pass, dude.
I've never got to train with her, unfortunately.
I trained with her like 2 or 3 times, and you try to pass her guard, but somehow there's still a foot in front of your face no matter where you go.
She's
It's
very,
like spiders.
very flexible.
Yeah.
So Kelly, what
Yes,
got you
sir.
started in jiu-jitsu?
You know. I got started, I was hosting a sports radio show starting in 2011, just a weekend show, just as a hobby, covering college basketball and things like that. And I have always liked boxing, and I went to a local boxing event. I actually helped to promote a Jericho Murray future promotion show. I met Gary Thomas and Todd Neal at the show. They then invited me to, I think, a Bluegrass Brawl event in September of 2013. And I shortly after that, I signed my son up for jiu-jitsu. Not myself,
Okay.
not the real aggressive, confident move, but I signed my son up. A couple of years after that, I ended up getting on the mats.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your son, he came down and did a UGI, didn't
He did, yep,
Yeah.
he did, yeah.
So
He doesn't train as much as I'd like.
Yeah.
He likes basketball a lot more than jiu-jitsu. Yeah.
And he's competed. Have you ever competed?
I have, yeah. My record is 0-6.
Are you serious?
Yes, yes.
No.
0-2 is a white belt, and then 0-4 is a blue belt.
What tournaments was this?
Naga in Cincinnati for the white belt, my 2 matches, and then 0-4 at Midwest BJJ Nationals. As a blue belt, I was not submitted for a silver lining.
Yeah.
So,
That's still good.
Yeah.
Getting out there's a battle itself.
yeah.
And
I don't know that I have intentions necessarily of competing again, but I am trying to, have some definitive holes that I need to work on, which is cool. And without the competition, on a serious note, wouldn't have really got to that point.
What about a kickboxing match? I see you train a lot of stand-up.
No desire
No?
for that. Zero.
No.
No.
But you spar, you get punched in the face.
Sometimes, not much. I try to avoid it. I do like practicing, having my hands up. I would like to, if I trained jiu-jitsu for a long time, I would not like to one day get into a fight and get my ass kicked. So,
Right.
at least to have my hands up, practice that.
Did you know Jacob Couch is an undefeated MMA
I'm
fighter?
undefeated.
I did know that. He's 1-0. I've watched that
I
fight.
know.
Couch, yes.
Yeah, I fought a dude that was 170 somehow. The commission sanctioned it.
And Couch was like 215.
I was not. I was 202, but I was also. I just turned 18 and 0-0, and he was like 4-1. He's like 32.
He was 32 years old.
Yeah, beat up an old man. That's messed up.
No, that's
He beat up a little old man.
That
No,
little-
he wasn't little,
Little
dude. He was a
old
pretty jacked 170.
Bro,
That's all I'm saying.
170.
Maybe
That's
170,
he's-
yeah.
That's even
That's
size.
what he went in day before too. So he probably weighed the same as me.
Where was the fight?
Corbin.
Okay.
So that makes a lot of sense.
at the Corbin Arena or something. The arena in Corbin. There's only one. There's not more than one. So the place in Corbin.
Prior to that, did you have intentions of pursuing an MMA career?
Yeah, because I was just like, that's what everybody else is doing at the gym I was training at Hazard with the Beverly. Is like nobody wanted to do jiu-jitsu, like just jiu-jitsu really, except me. And I was like, I'm gonna do MMA. I'm gonna be in the UFC. And I was like, no, I don't want to be in the UFC no more.
But you won your fight. At what point did you abandon the MMA dreams?
Right after I won, like the next day, pretty much, honestly, because I was like, man, I really did not enjoy any. I mean, I obviously did. I liked that I didn't lose. Like I enjoyed the winning part, but every other aspect of it was just like there was no joy for me, and like needing to know that I like want to hurt this person intentionally.
Now, honestly,
You're just making yourself sound like a sweet guy.
yeah, did you do it for the girls?
No, I didn't get any girls. Was the thing. I tried to.
Did you think it was gonna happen?
Did I think what was gonna happen?
That you would get girls for a fight?
No.
Tell the truth.
No, I didn't.
Your girlfriend's right there.
No,
You're
I
being
didn't
shy.
think I would get girls for fighting.
You're turning red.
No, I did. Well, I did talk to.
Did it
one.
get you laid?
No,
Did
no,
it
it
get
did
you
not. No, it did
So
not.
I'm sorry, Couch. What is your girlfriend's name again?
Jacqueline.
Jacqueline. Had Couch not had his accomplished grappling resume,
Oh,
would
no.
you be with him?
Yeah.
Liar.
Bullshit.
I didn't understand
No.
what it was.
She said yes. Okay. Didn't understand. Okay, so that's.
I was-
Yeah,
I
bro.
believe
Hey,
you.
Kelly, wait.
Yeah, she don't understand. She only trains at Derby City.
Oh, okay. So you trained prior to that.
Yes, she trains with a Nick Allen.
Okay.
Chewy.
He's a beast,
Yeah.
man.
Man.
Yeah, so
He's awesome.
she's getting belted under us, but she trains with her. So it's kind of weird.
I boxed with them, kickbox.
Yeah, she just lets
So you live in Louisville?
Brandenburg.
Okay.
That's how it
I think
is.
there's a good judo gym in Brandenburg. Is that right?
There is. It,
There is?
some Egg Keesley or something like that. Sandra
Correct.
told me about it.
Ebb.
Yeah, Sandra beat his son at a tournament, judo tournament.
He said that was probably the best judo training that would ever be available to me would be Ed Keesley.
Yeah, I did a seminar in there.
Did you?
A judo seminar.
What do you think of it?
It was awesome. Sandra made me go. It was awesome. I really don't like just to stand there and let people throw me for practice.
I don't like it either. I'm not big on it. Ethan.
If
is
we
though.
go live and you catch
As
me
long as it's
and
a
throw
crash
me,
pad.
then that's fine. But other than that, my body can't take it. Like Sandra will be here, and at the end of practice, he'll be like, "Hey, let's do 100 throws on each other." Go for a couch. That's all you. I'm good. Or Ethan. Ethan was doing judo too, right?
Yeah,
Getting
we were
there.
all preparing for a judo tournament.
Yeah.
And then I think I had to work, and then Ethan did it. I think Ethan got. Did you win?
I got second.
You got second.
Yeah, against the dude that was about to be a brown belt.
Yeah.
And then there was a jiu-jitsu tournament there, and of course
Killed
Yeah.
it.
we all effed him up.
Slacking on the ground part.
Why'd you say effed him up and you not actually said word?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because
Trying to
unlike,
impress anyone?
unlike you guys,
Oh, YouTube. That's why.
No
in there and expect because you never know. You can
Yeah,
get,
they might train all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I treat everyone like they're a world killer. Even even if it's, which I don't really fight debut guys anymore, but even if it's your debut, I guarantee the one thing when you know you're fighting me, no, I'm training as if you're a fucking world champion.
Sure.
Like, I mean, every day. I've done 8 weeks. I've done 8 weeks training camp. I haven't drank. I've kept my diet under control this whole time. Sprints, training every day. And I treat everyone as they're a world killer because this sport is nothing to joke around about. And that's the way I think. Like, I remember when I fought Forrest Muss, I really like Forrest Muss, but he weighed in to about a 185 bout where I was cutting all day and weighed in at 186, and he shows up and weighs in at 179. And to me, that was just like, oh, you're not taking this serious? You're not. You
That
think
was for
you're
Hard Rock 100.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, oh, and I had a chip on my shoulder, and I like Forrest. Me and him were talking.
He seems like a real nice guy.
He is. He's really cool. And but I just took that as a personal insult. That like, are you serious? You're gonna weigh in at 179 when I had to cut 25 pounds to make 186, and you're gonna step in the cage and try and knee bar me? Like, nah, man. Like, we got business to handle. And anything but a first round finish in that fight would have been a failure to me.
Because of the
Like, I'm getting adrenaline
perceived,
rush
at least,
talking about it.
lack of.
Yeah, lack of preparation. Like, dude, if you're 179, you either bulk up or you cut 9 pounds, go down to 170.
You think bulking up in that situation would have actually, if anything, maybe helped a little? We were talking about that. Andy Ruiz Jr., he normally fights at about 250,
Yeah.
and he walked in against Anthony Joshua at 268.
I think it helps out a great ton. I want to win some at 185, but I mean, if a big fight ever comes, especially when I turn pro, if a big fight comes at 205,
wow,
you give me enough time, let me put on, lift some weights and put on some weight, and I'll fight at 205. I got the frame for it. So, no doubt, but I just need the time. Let me put on some muscle. I'm going to do everything the right way. So, give me a little bit of time. I'm not going to take a fight at 205 on 10 days notice or anything like that. But if you give me, 2 months, I'll do it the right way, and I'll come in at 205, 206. Guarantee it. I take this shit very serious. Like, I love it so much that I take it so serious. And when I see other people not taking it serious, it fucking infuriates me.
He's gone.
It kills me.
yeah.
It makes me so mad because I love this shit so much. If you think it's a joke, then
if you're gonna try to compete, and I just want to train 3 days this week. Well, you know what?
No.
The guy you're fighting.
That's why I tell
He's
like
gonna be
a lot of
training 5
guys,
days
man.
this
A
week.
lot of guys will be like, yeah, man. Especially guys who've been doing jiu-jitsu for a long time. Be like, yeah, I think I'm gonna take an MMA fight. Don't. If you think about it, don't. You're not, dude. And
Because that sounds like a half-assed approach.
Yeah, dude. You gotta be like, nah, man. I love fighting.
You gotta be
I like fighting.
all in.
Like, I like fighting. I like biting down on my mouthpiece and fucking throwing these hands. Because if you're like, I think I'm gonna do it just to try it out, see how it is, don't do it.
Do that with the jiu-jitsu match.
Exactly.
Do
Do something like that.
Like
but
amateur jiu-jitsu, there's not money on the line, and
Relatively minimal risk of
minimal risk.
CTE.
It's 4 minutes, and if you lose your first match, you lost a 4-minute match. You're
Yeah.
not getting punched in the face. You're not getting
exactly, man.
slammed
If
on
you're
your
not
head.
all in, balls deep, like, I'd rather take a guy off the street who's like, yeah, man, I got this anger issue and I get into a lot of street fights. I can't help it. I like to throw hands. I'd be like, all right, we can work with you. We can, we might have to get you in some anger management classes so you're not beating up people on the street, but we can work with you because this is what you like to do. This is what you love to do. That feeling of throwing hands. I'd rather have that and take that and mold that into an MMA fighter rather than have someone like, I think, like, I love jiu-jitsu, I love wrestling, and I think I'd like MMA. Just don't do it, bro. Just don't. Either by the time you're in your 20s or late, like your teenage years or your 20s, you know if you like the fight or not, right? Like you should know by then if you like the fight or not.
Yeah. What do you think about Kelly Patrick versus Daryl Ray?
Fight of the century, bro.
Now Kelly Patrick
You can't just
says-
throw the term "fight of the century"
Fight of
around
the century.
loosey goosey. That is offensive.
He says he doesn't want an MMA fight, but
I do not want
him.
an MMA fight.
I seen him call out a guy last week for combat jiu-jitsu.
Oh, I saw that too. Yeah. We talked about that.
Yeah, you guys have any questions about that? I mean, what's up?
Is that going to happen?
When is it?
I don't think it's going to happen. No.
No, that poor guy.
That poor guy.
Did you give him $50?
I have documented cases of him messaging everyone asking for $50. That's weird.
He didn't message.
That rubbed me the wrong way. That's weird. You message me and ask me for $50.
Is he a-
if
is
I
he a
don't
close
know you,
friend?
I'm going to be like, what?
Yeah,
Is that
I've never met him.
And he's just asking you for $50?
Yeah, that's exactly what
Well,
happened.
no, someone
He
said
added me
that-
on Facebook. I was like, looks like an MMA fighter. I'll accept him.
Yeah.
And then within a few minutes, he messages me like, hey, man, I think I'm going to get my electricity shut off. Can I borrow $50?
Well, that sounds like an MMA fighter, Kelly. I mean, we're all fucking struggling out here, man.
That's a little weird, dude.
It struck me as being very strange.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. If you never met
But you-
someone,
you
that's
guys-
for
Gomez will
money.
defend him, though. Let's hear the John Johnson rebuttal, Gomez.
I would have sent him $50.
You would have.
Yeah.
John Johnson, if you're listening, Adam Gomez
I offered
would be
it
a good person to hit up.
Ask for more. Ask for more than.
I
this
asked
is what.
Gomez, can I borrow $50?
Yeah.
Hey,
Seriously, do you have any cash with you?
No.
So you're joking. I can't.
Yeah, you can. Jerry has cash for me. Remember?
Okay, I'll take $50.
He owes
You
me
got
money.
Venmo?
Hey, listen, Adam. I'm a horrible negotiator, so Adam's trying to teach me how to negotiate. So you always ask for more, because like this is shout out to my sponsors, but I got a lot of sponsorship money in this fight.
Yeah, I've been teaching him.
And
slowly.
Adam helped me out getting the full amount because I was gonna be like, well, I'm only gonna ask for like 300, and he's like, well, what's your goal? And I was like, well, my goal is to get like 500, and he goes, well, then ask for like 800, and there enough, I shot big. I was like, yeah, I'd love to get like around $700, $800. Check comes in the mail. I get $500.
Sounds like you're giving a shout out to the Art of the Deal Donald Trump book.
Oh fuck!
Is that what you're doing, Gomez?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
But like a Mexican version.
Yeah. Hey, vato.
It's a hustle.
Trent, let's hear your Mexican impression.
Nah, it's super racist. Come here, mijo. Come here, mijo.
Gomez, it's pretty good what he's doing, right?
Yeah, he's perfect.
You got to remember, I lived 4 years in Texas, and I was one of 2 white kids that went to my school. So
So there was no people that look like Ethan.
there was. You just had to go to the north side of Texas, where.
Oh, did they have like Confederate belt buckles?
Yeah, Texas is a weird place, man. You basically feel like you're on a different continent. Like you can go to Corpus Christi and you feel like you're in Miami Beach. Like there's mansions and a beach and very like white country people.
And it's like swampy and humid in East Texas.
And then you can go to San Antonio and all the history and everything's alive with like traditional Mexican music, and they're doing traditional like Mexican dancing in the street, and you can visit the Alamo, and there's a bunch of history there.
Good food?
Oh, great food. The best food in the world.
Gomez is like knew what the answer to that was. He's building the case.
Yeah,
for
he's
Mexican.
not, bro. It's awesome.
You knew that he was going to say good food.
It's the best food in the world, man.
Mexicans are kind of a thing right now.
Listen, we went to school
They're
and they
so hot right now.
would show. You know how like on Fridays you would get the pizza and you would look forward to pizza day like white kids would.
Yeah,
But
tacos.
tacos, dude. Bean and cheese tacos, man. On Friday, every Friday, you got
actually
bean and
sounds pretty
cheese.
dope.
Oh, it was the best.
Sounds
And it was like legitimate. It wasn't like
You lived in San Antonio?
Nah, I lived in a little place called 3 Rivers. It was about an hour and a half outside of San Antonio.
Nice.
Yeah.
So back to
Oh my
Kelly
God.
Patrick.
What do you got
fighting.
for me? Other questions about John Johnson and I? If someone doesn't want me to call him out, they don't message me and ask me for $50. You got more questions for me, Gomez?
So that's how that started. $50.
Yeah. Yep.
And now you guys made up though.
We're cool now. We're Facebook friends. We acknowledged each other. Said we can move past it.
I seen where where he said he's sorry for starting all this.
did.
That made me feel bad.
It made me feel good. I don't feel bad about that situation at all. I don't. You know, everybody in here, I've met all you guys. None of you guys have ever said, "Hey, man, can I have $50?" And if you did, I would be more likely to be like, "This guy really needs it. Maybe I'll let him borrow it." It struck me as being strange.
Don't tell Couch that because he'll hit you up on that.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah. He's definitely.
Has a track record of getting money from people. Is that weird?
He has a track record
Let's
of
talk about
winning big jiu-jitsu tournaments, and you he has
still
money,
being a bum.
and still being a bum. He's like, "No, that's all going to pans, bro. I got no money."
Whereas he owes you some money, but somehow doesn't has it. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. No, he don't ever owe money. We just give him money.
That's different.
When I expect people to pay me back.
No, lending people
I don't-
money
I don't
is
like
a
that
serious
feeling.
thing.
Yeah.
I don't like that feeling. Look at James London. What's going on?
He's whispering. Oh, James is calling. I think James is calling Kelly out.
Pro Kelly. He's pro Kelly.
Oh, he's pro
James is
Kelly.
very pro Kelly.
Pro
I know.
Kelly. Yeah.
I'm at James's place every Monday.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, getting ready for your fight.
No intentions. Earlier, Trent, when you described that if someone thinks maybe I want to fight,
Yeah.
then they shouldn't.
Yeah.
I'm not even at the maybe.
Not even at the maybe. Huh?
Nope.
Good.
So someone could try to twist my arm into fighting MMA. Not happening.
How much money would it take? How much? Like, let's throw this out here. 'Cause
Who would?
mo-
That's a
money
good question.
changes
Yeah.
Everything.
$30,000.
30 grand.
30 grand. I would fight, and I wouldn't. Yeah. There could be a point.
But you can't take a dive. You can't take a dive. You have to
Try to
actually
win.
go in there and try to win.
You only get
Who's
30
my
grand
opponent?
if you win.
Uh,
Daryl Ray. Would you fight Daryl Ray for 30 grand?
Oh, God, dude. Yeah. You better say yes to this.
Yeah, I would fight him for 30 grand.
Now listen, the 30 grand only comes if you win.
In bare knuckle.
I'd be down for trying that. 0 or 30 grand.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Versus Daryl Ray.
this is not going to happen. You got 30 grand? Can I borrow 30 grand?
No, just shit.
Listen, I got a lot of stuff.
You got access to 30 grand?
Yes. Of course.
You know, I heard.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
I don't.
A lot of money's going around
My
behind the
my
scenes. We
bank
got
won't
1
even
minute?
lend me 30.
Doc's saying we got 1
We
minute.
got 1 minute till break.
Okay.
In the course of a year, I might come across 30 grand.
Yeah, entire year.
Yeah.
I'm right about that.
I just dropped 7 grand this week.
Did you on what? Let's hear about it.
Uh-oh, you're about to announce it with 1 minute left. You're about to make this
That's
announcement.
That's a tease if I've ever heard one.
We
Stay
will be,
tuned.
Stay tuned right after
Cliffhanger.
Yes. Welcome back, everybody.
So what was that announcement before the break?
That we are going to have our first black guest.
Oh my God, is that right?
I'm always making history.
You guys are behind the 8 ball. I've had how many black guests? Just one.
50.
I think that was me as well.
James, I have had you on the weekend sports bus before.
James. You gotta talk loud.
Oh, I gotta talk up. That's fine.
Yeah.
I can do that. That's
Yeah.
not a problem. I got my mic. We're good. All right, here we go. Let's go.
All right, everybody. Welcome back. We have James London joining us, too. He's here for open mat. He's going to get choked out later.
I mean, things happen. You know.
Things happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's going to train. Have you guys ever rolled with each other?
Oh, me and Kelly, no.
No.
I don't think
Just
so.
striking?
No. Haven't done
So I heard Kelly has a mean wrist lock game.
Yes.
I do against certain people.
And that's very welcomed here. We love wrist locks.
Dirty stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can ask the guys. I'll wrist lock them.
Kelly is on the same level as Joe Rogan. He don't just talk this life.
I actually do train, you mean?
Yeah. I would.
I would imagine Roman's
Take lots of TRT.
a little bit better than me.
Are you on TRT?
No, never mess with anything like that, actually.
No drugs at all, right?
Yeah. No performance enhancing drugs.
That's safe to say.
I'm just I'm bringing honesty.
What was in the e-cigarettes earlier, guys?
I didn't see that. Who had an e-cigarette?
Or whatever that you're
I
puffing
didn't
on.
see that. Did that happen here?
Yeah.
It was just tobacco.
Oh, Doc had a cigarette.
Yeah.
So he takes the Marlboro and puts it in the e-cigarette.
Yes. And it has to have menthol. So he keeps
Yeah.
it real black.
He is a high school cheerleader.
Between that and his DMX walkout songs, right?
Yes.
I said to Doc on the drive up here, Doc and I still haven't known each other that long.
No.
I said, what genre of music do you like? Mostly rap, hip hop. And we started listening to some of it.
Yeah. How'd you like it?
Oh my.
It seemed good. It was good.
Now
Were you in the car with him?
I was in the car with him.
Okay, Doc. Okay, be honest.
Who were you listening to?
We're gonna see how white Kelly Patrick is. When you put it on and it got really black, lock the doors.
Be honest, Doc.
He turned it off when.
Not in my car.
Did he cover his ears when he heard the N-word?
No, he was yelling that word. That's the only word he knew.
Those are the only lyrics he knew?
He goes, "Oh, I can get behind that."
Man.
Oh, wow. That's what you would figure that, right?
That's real.
Yeah, you figure that.
Come across as a very hateful guy.
I know. A lot of people don't like you.
Yeah, very polarizing. You either love me or you hate me.
What's going on there?
Well, Doc and his girlfriend made the, you guys saw the Photoshop of me with the weights.
Oh, that was Photoshop?
That was Photoshop, not real. Not real.
Oh.
Yeah. Not an actual haircut.
I saw the videos on Facebook, right, with the ramen noodle hair, right, where the guys get it glued on, and I figured, okay, Kelly's going into the hood.
All right.
Got a cosmetologist to hook him up, and I was looking forward to that.
Listens to one rap song with Doc.
Now he's in waves. He's good.
Yeah, that was my thought process.
So you guys were listening to DMX.
Not DMX, but who was it? Doc?
Crooked Eye.
I'm sorry?
Crooked Eye.
Crooked Eye, California
You know this?
rap group.
Bro, I don't know this, bro.
You can't just assume James knows it.
Yeah.
Come on,
That,
now.
ladies and
Just
gentlemen,
assume
is
he
the
knows
level
it.
Dude.
Did
of
you guys
Adam
see
Gomez
that?
racing.
Did you guys see that?
Yes, bro.
I saw it.
What do you guys think? Just because he's black, I would think you knew it?
Bro, you
Yes, that's what you just said.
You guys are racist.
This is our life, bro.
Dude, he's from the South. He loves like Travis Tritt and all
And
that.
Darius Rucker?
Yeah, Darius Rucker.
That's his hero.
You like country music, James?
I will be honest with you, man. If it don't come on the radio, I don't know it, man.
Old Town Road?
Yeah, I know.
Look.
Oh,
okay.
Speaking of fighters,
Time for a sudden change. So, Kelly, you are going to be announcing the Hard Rock fights. Did we?
Bowling Green card?
All of them, really?
Yeah. I've been
You
doing
and Doc talked about his new fight nickname. I really wanted to bring that up on
The
show.
Bullitt County Bully?
Yeah,
Close.
the bully of Bullitt.
The Bully of Bullitt County. Yeah, he has
Yeah.
told me all about that. And I think it's great.
Are you prepared to announce him with just the initials? That's what the people really want to know. Eric.
What are the initials again?
Hey, I'm honest. It's Eric BBC Marks. Are you prepared to say that?
I don't know if I'll say that during commentary. If I know that it's not offensive to the fighter that I'm announcing, I'm down for sure and I love that.
Yeah, I think it's
So,
great.
but that may come across like me being insensitive, right? And I don't need to.
Not
Well,
if you
here's the thing.
feign
Let's
ignorance.
paint a picture for the people. Okay?
What is that an acronym for in your opinion?
Bully of Bullitt County.
Yeah. What else would it be?
So like,
Gomez, you hear BBC, what are you thinking?
you don't want to know.
big black chicks.
I just thought about it, right? I'm picturing this scene, right? We're in Shepherdsville, right? You're announcing him, Eric, the BBC Parks.
I will say Eric, the BBC Parks stands for Bully of Bullitt County. I'm down for saying that.
No, don't.
You gotta leave it.
Up. This is what I need you to do. I need you to say it, and then let the DMX come on, because you know there's a pause, and then when the whole crowd is like, okay, what the hell, and then this white kid walks out, you know what I'm saying? And then you
But
can say,
the crowd
what's
can't
that?
hear my commentary. So for the sake
Yeah.
of, really what I do as a commentator is
Yeah.
contribute, hopefully in a positive way, to each fighter's video after the fact, right?
True.
I get the illegal streams after I get
Yeah.
home from the fight, so I can hear the commentary.
That's why you tune in. It's just for the commentary, not the fights.
No, the fights are pretty cool.
Okay. Doc also partakes in some illegal stream activity. He also brags consistently.
That's where I get my streams from.
Yeah, probably. And that,
Dream Snitch Doc.
that he sneaks into each show. He
wow.
brags that he doesn't pay to get into the Hard Rock shows. That he sneaks in.
Right? Exactly.
Sneaks into shows and he steals streams. And brags about it.
UFC streams as well.
UFC stream.
Dream
as well.
Snitch Doc.
He watched all the fights last night illegally.
How much do you pay for that?
It cost him a pack of cigarettes.
Yeah.
You gotta love Bullitt County, man.
So James, when does Zach Patton fight next?
We're in the works with actually him and Doc. We're trying to get them both on the card in August. Right now we have Zach just taking a couple of weeks just to work on his game. Trying to make sure that we don't give the judges a chance.
Yeah, what do you work on after a fight like that? Because a lot of people think that maybe he deserved the decision. You're not completely back to the drawing board, but what's on the game plan for someone like Zach Patton for that fight?
And this is exactly what I told him in the back. It's very hard because you want to be able to give a fighter constructive criticisms or instruction. And after a fight like that, where I personally feel that my guy led the fight, took the fight where he wanted it, and we lose a decision like that. So now, what we do is, you gotta excuse
This is live, dude. This is live.
Hey, check me out, baby.
Look at it.
Gomez flipping around the camera that he's holding up and now recording. Who is it changing?
This is Andreas.
Okay.
We are now on the same level as Howard started.
Yeah. Well, hopefully that's an indicator of future income because Howard Stern makes a lot of money.
Except we don't have women.
$20.
We have. This will get the gay male audience.
That's gay, bro.
Hey, Doc, check the.
You got your mustache twisted too?
Check the list of who all
Mark, you know Marcus is my dad.
And that's my wife.
Come out represent.
Ladies.
Trying to have a serious conversation.
Ethan already took him. Sorry.
Dibs. I want that one.
Stop it.
But yeah, back to the topic. Basically, what we have Zach doing is continuing to work on standing up and conditioning, so that when we do get those positions, we're not having them let the feet but as much as the fight. Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're talking about the last Hard Rock card. What was the number on that? 108. 108?
Correct. 108.
108. So there was a lot of bad judging that night.
You say a lot of bad judging.
Yes.
I can see where the Zach Patton fight
Corey
could possibly be questionable. Also, the KO Butler and Corey Holbrook fight. But to be fair, anytime you put the fight into the judge's hands, you never know, right?
Never know.
Yeah.
And neither of them were that dominant of a performance. It's not like Zach Patton got completely screwed.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. Would you guys agree with that statement?
Yeah,
It was somewhat close.
It was close.
I actually expected them to raise Zach's hand. I did.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that it was a bad decision.
And I think everybody here has been either a part of a decision like that or have witnessed decisions like that. You know, and as cliche as it sounds, not want to leave it up to the judges, there's a flip side to that, right? If you are so dominant that they can't help but award you the fight, then that's another round to take as well.
Right.
Sure. Oh yeah. Some people leave it. You know, Ruben Ward, for example, some of his wins have been decision, and he's completely controlled the fight
Dominant.
via his wrestling. So I mean, that doesn't leave a lot of doubt.
Yeah.
If you're on top the entire time, you're controlling your opponent.
Yeah.
But Zach looked really good, man. He's an athlete.
Now, he is growing fast.
Yes.
You know, like
And he's only been training like a year, right?
Yeah, that's wild.
Like, honestly, just under a year.
Derek Overstreet's also only been training about a year.
Yeah, you know. So it was a really, really good matchup, and the thing that we liked about it is we got to work with that kid with them both on a come up. The fight's over with now. It went the way it went. We know how we feel. I'm pretty sure they're happy about the outcome that they got.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
Norman.
there's another.
John Norman's
There's a what are you alluding to there, James? You saying the rematch is on the horizon? Is that what you're suggesting?
If both of these kids keep winning, there's only one belt in that weight class.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you guys see the naked guy here?
I did see the naked guy there. Yeah, I didn't know when I was headed to Georgetown today. I didn't know we'd be doing the show in a locker room. But yeah, I did see the naked guy.
So he beat that guy John Norman at jiu-jitsu tournament.
Oh, did he? Okay.
But yeah. Well, Kelly was hoping he would see some nakedness in our lounge here, and it happened.
Did not disappoint. Did not disappoint. Yes.
Yeah, two.
Is there going to be more nudity?
I think the girls, they were asking about you, but they're staying there.
Yeah. They're just running around nude out there?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's no gi.
Yeah, it's no gi, man.
And that's what it means, no gi here. It's just nude.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, when we say no gi, we do Greek style.
Yeah. Turkish.
Yeah. Turkish mud wrestling.
Put your hands. Yeah. Let's go over that, right?
We'll show you.
Yes, we'll show you, definitely. Kelly,
Yes, sir. What do you got for me?
Okay.
I don't make it here too much. We don't have much time left.
Commentary. How'd you get into that?
Into what?
Being a commentator.
I started hosting a radio show on the weekend as a hobby in 2011, covering football, baseball, basketball, and I've always been a boxing fan. And from an early stage in my radio career, I liked to talk about the big boxing matches. I remember following fights, specifically to carve out a niche almost.
Okay.
And so I went, helped promote a local event, and then I met Gary Thomas and Todd Neal. They started inviting me to events. That was September 2013. I went to my first Bluegrass Brawl event in the state of Kentucky. And kind of just slowly, that was my introduction, really. And so everybody kind of knew me as the guy who hosted a radio show, even though my radio show wasn't that big of a deal. It's not.
Nah, it's pretty cool though.
It is cool. I enjoy it. I'm not minimizing that. I do enjoy it.
And
But they're like, this is the radio guy. And then they got me doing commentary even before I'd ever trained at all.
Oh, so how'd that go? Did you mess up?
Yeah, I was drinking and it did not go well. I did it with Gina. I did a show with Gina. I think it was Turf Wars, and I don't think it sounded good at all. Not from my end. Gina, obviously. And I told Gina when I had her on my show, she kind of prompted me to my fascination with Jiu Jitsu.
Yeah.
Signing my son up for it.
Oh, yes, I heard this.
Yeah.
Gina's very good on the radio.
She is. And I think she's a great commentator.
Yeah. And then you started doing it for Hard Rock with Alex Hacker, right?
I think my first show.
Did he do it
Actually,
first?
I did a show about 3 years ago at Expo 5. Hacker actually fought on that card, and I was doing it with Gina.
Okay.
And then I did some shows with McKinney and Scott Wegman, and I did a couple with Gary Thomas.
Right.
Okay. And then.
You heard the girls screaming for you?
Yeah, I assume that's what they're doing right there.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry if that makes you guys feel uncomfortable.
It's okay.
Okay.
We're married men.
I hope they can contain themselves.
We are married men. Well,
Doc, please just keep the door shut. We're doing a podcast.
Keep the girls out.
Please. So that's kind of my way of getting into it. So it's fun, man, and it's coincided with my training. And I mean, honestly, in my book, I've got as fulfilling and enjoyable of a hobby.
And you make $1,200 per show. Does Hacker get some of that?
Hacker gets paid the same I do.
$1,200. Man, that's pretty good money.
$1,200, yeah.
And the pros are getting paid about
Gomez,
$600.
you have prompted me to get into some trouble because I started exaggerating the pay-per-view buys, and Gomez is like, "Wow, so if you guys have that many pay-per-view buys, why do you pay the fighters so much?"
No, I did not say that.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And Hard Rock had to say, "Well, Kelly exaggerates the pay-per-view buys, so I'm not going to exaggerate the pay-per-view buys any longer."
We're going to have to go after Hard Rock like they do Trump and ask him to show the books.
No, he don't want you seeing the
Show the
books.
books.
No way.
You think Hard Rock and Vanessa are somehow magically raking in a ton of money that we don't know about? Magically because of the giant crowds that we don't see?
Yeah.
Gomez?
Yes.
Where does all this revenue come from?
Definitely.
Where does it come from?
All those internet guys, man. Sponsors.
Yeah.
I went to high school with Matt McCarthy, who, when I got involved in the combat sports scene around September 2013, he kind of started getting into it too. He was the reason I was originally on the radio and doing podcasts.
Does he train at your gym?
Nope, he does not train. Matt McCarthy, like I said, I went to high school with him and his brothers. One of his brothers is like best friends with my brother from high school, and so we know each other real well. He got involved with the video production and the Cagecaster and then LiveSportscaster.com. He created that site. So the reason you can buy these shows on pay-per-view is my buddy Matt McCarthy, who I went to high school with. Good family friend.
So you have a password for all these? Is what you're
I
saying?
do. Yeah, I do. Yep.
All right.
Yeah. I don't have to. I'm a partial owner, I think.
You don't
I
share
think
that
of
with
Live Sports.
Doc.
No, I can't share it with anyone. They see if it shows up on another
He
computer.
illegally streams his stuff. So
Yeah,
he's
I
pretty
have-
much taking money out of
Ask
his pocket.
Doc. Have I shared that link with you? No.
So
I
he's-
haven't shared it with anyone. My kids are allowed to watch. My kids, when they want to, which they don't want to watch every show, but when they're a lot of times on Saturday, they'll stay with my mom. I have an 11-year-old daughter and a 10-year-old son. They'll be able to watch through my link.
Okay. That's nice.
The glamorous lifestyle I lead with
Yeah.
that link and everything, right?
All the money.
Pretty big shot.
Like luxury condo,
Yes.
luxury swings, basements, cages.
My basement area has gotten upgraded recently. I do have a smart TV down there now
Okay.
on a swivel TV
Is it
stand.
covering that hidden doorway that goes into the
That's my
cages?
that's my laundry area. That's where
That's what you call it.
Yes.
The laundry area
There's cages.
with the exotic feathers.
there is cages.
There was cage 1, cage 2, cage 3, and cage 4.
I live in a 4-unit condominium, and each unit has a storage area downstairs. It is a wooden cage type thing with a lock.
A big.
Oh, so this cage thing is true.
This is
That is true. However, if I were to kidnap someone in the future, which I will not rule out, to be honest, I would not keep them down there. Public access, man. Do I want my neighbors seeing where I have someone kept? No.
The last time someone did that, it was a dead giveaway.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that guy was busted quickly. I don't need that. I'm kidnapping someone.
So
I'm trying to get away with it.
Do you guys you like to hang out in your basement?
For the sake of the podcast, that is where we record.
You have, but
I work a 9 to 5, 5 days a week.
But I see you
down
and your
there in the
kids just
basement.
hanging out there.
Since we've gotten these new chairs and things like that, my kids and I have spent a lot more time because the smart TV. It's a better setup than our upstairs. We have an old-fashioned TV upstairs,
You got
not a
piano.
smart TV.
You have a piano.
There is a piano upstairs. My mother, and my daughter play a little bit of piano.
Have you ever been to Kelly's house? He's living large, bro.
I'm a big shot.
I personally probably not allowed it.
Oh my god, James, you do need to make it over for a show for a Kelly Patrick show.
Everyone heard that, right? He just invited me over.
You are invited. You are invited.
Yes.
There you go.
Put a tracking device on.
Oh, in case I need to get out.
Oh, Pinky probably has one on you already.
Wow. And there it is.
What?
There it is.
What do you mean by that,
And with
Gomez?
the 7 shot.
What did you mean by
What?
that,
What?
Gomez?
I don't know. I don't
What
know.
was it?
Just
You
saying.
said Pinky has a what?
A tracking device on.
Hey,
Yeah.
Or a chip.
anyone who
Like
knows
the chips
Adam,
on the dogs.
he takes more shots than Steph Curry.
I don't even know who that is. So.
You don't know who
Of course
Steph
you
Curry
don't.
is.
Of course you don't. The Mexican from
Oakland.
California.
Yeah.
You know who Steph Curry is.
Oh my God.
Are you from the Oakland
Does he
area?
have pretty eyes?
That was weird.
Yes or no?
That was weird.
Does
Ethan does. And I guess he had, yeah, I'll say yes.
Ethan's eyes are beautiful.
Okay.
he? He's single, ladies. He's single. Ladies or gentlemen.
Wow.
It really doesn't matter.
2019, you can't rule that out.
See?
But on the show tonight, Doc and I will be there for Derek Overstreet. Tomorrow night for Austin Green.
Austin Green. Now, I don't know. Will that kind of fit down in your basement?
He's
Those,
big.
those cages are not going to hold.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
That is the worst person to
Austin
kidnap.
Green is not.
Are you
Do
going
you
to
think it'd be easy to kidnap Derek Overstreet?
a little bit easier than Austin?
Easier than Austin Green.
Now, here's the question.
I will not be trying to kidnap either.
I would like to see Austin Green in the swing.
I like that.
Is that going to happen?
I can make that happen for you. Test them
How's the
out.
studs?
I don't know. We can test that out.
Is that building old or?
That would be hilarious.
Yeah. If you not know what I'm talking about, you will see on Kelly Patrick's Instagram.
Yeah, I'll probably put it on my Instagram, on my Facebook, Kelly Patrick Facebook account. I'll have a clip of Austin Green in my chair. And if it breaks, it breaks. Means we need a new one anyways.
I think that'd be a good video. We should.
I'll make it happen tomorrow
Late-
night. Doc, don't let me forget.
Okay.
Doc, the producer, Doc Parks.
Doc Parks produces the Kelly Patrick show.
And it has taken a new level since he came on board, to be honest. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard. I think how many shows have you had?
We're at episode 19.
19. I've listened to one, I think.
No, you've listened to more than that,
Can you
Gomez.
see? Can you see that I'm listening?
No comment, but dang, I know you've listened to more than that.
It shows me you listen to the whole thing more than once.
Do we listen to our own show?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
You do? I don't listen to one.
Do you not? Why?
I don't know.
Because you don't like the sound of your voice?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And I have experienced that before.
I force myself to listen so I can see like all the stupid stuff we mess up.
I do sometimes.
You enjoy listening to it, Ethan?
When I'm not on it, yeah. Because that sounds like a fucking doofus.
Okay.
I think we all do.
Well, I think over time that kind of goes away. I'm a firm believer that being on the air is kind of a repetitions thing.
Should I change my voice like Doc does when he's on the air?
I'm Doc Parks. Not everybody.
Hey guys, welcome to the Kelly Patrick Show.
Your voice sounds exactly the same.
God damn it. Yo, brother, what's up? Welcome to the Kelly Patrick Show.
Oh my
This is what
God,
I'm
who are
talking
you
about.
impersonating now?
Did you see what I'm saying?
You guys couldn't tell that was Jeffrey.
Every time I hang out with him, he does the black voice, bro.
I couldn't tell he was talking. I couldn't tell.
He's trying to make you feel
over
comfortable.
there, and then
Ethan,
Let's hear it again, Adam.
yeah, go for it. Let's do this one more time.
Yo, you guys stop by Apex. Come down the train. We all brothers.
This is the best segment ever.
Wow. Let's hear your James London voice.
Welcome to Apex Martial Arts. We're not Apex Mixed Martial Arts. We are
There you go.
Apex Martial Arts.
There you go.
Welcome.
That's perfect.
Yeah,
We
that's
look forward to training with you.
That's
Boom.
the army.
Yeah.
Right.
So which James are you?
Anyone else you want me to
Listen.
impersonate?
Listen, you want to see the James London? Look at his wedding videos.
Oh my goodness.
That's James London.
What are you
He
suggesting?
come walking out
That
like
was drunken shenanigans. Kelly, my entire wedding was drunken shenanigans, bro.
Mine was also.
yes, they made me take shots of rum.
Okay, so here's the thing that y'all may not know about Adam. Adam will take you out to drink and then not drink and make videos of you. The entire
Is
time.
this true, Adam?
I'm pretty
Very
sure.
true.
yeah, dude.
I don't really drink, so good luck with that.
You think Adam drinks a lot, but he only has like 2 beers a night. It just takes him forever to drink 1 beer.
Milking them.
So everyone's just like pounding beers, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I've had a bunch," but he's only had 2 beers.
I do have some GHB.
Okay. We got 2 minutes left in the show. Adam, anything else we need to cover?
Yes, we need to cover James London here.
You got the James impersonation out of the way.
Yeah.
We got that. What are we doing?
James.
Where's this
Yes.
James,
Yes.
where can people find you to train?
At Apex Martial Arts
Apex.
Academy.
Arnold Drive.
211 Autumn Drive, Sweet Beat.
GPS might mess you up.
Yep. We're right off of Bell's Mills. As long as you go to Bell's Mills first, then you'll find us.
And you can find Kelly Patrick there
On Monday
On
night.
Monday evenings. Yep.
Monday evenings. And then you train at
Gracie Jiu Jitsu of Kentucky under Professor Scott Smith in J-Town.
J-Town.
11461 Blankenbaker Access, Louisville, Kentucky 40299.
Do you guys have an open map that like anyone can stop in and train?
Nope, we don't.
No.
We normally
Right.
do not. Nope.
Right.
Nope. We have a specific clientele that we cater to, and that's it's an interesting topic. We don't have much time, but
White, shaved head, white beard.
no, we're not big on. We have like 200 students though. We're
Any-
a jam-packed mass.
Any
all
of
the
them
time.
black?
Yes,
How many?
many. 15, 20,
Three.
no, 20, 25.
No.
Yeah.
You don't take pictures of them?
No, I would say out of 200, we have 25 African Americans.
I don't think so. I need to see some pictures. Anyway, guys,
Do you think I should go up to them and just say, "Excuse me, can I take a quick photo of you?"
For
For
Adam.
Adam Gomez.
Yes.
Who?
You should do it.
Okay.
And tell them I might.
Your impersonation of Jake. Listen to this. Listen to this impersonation.
Yo, we out. Everybody, welcome.
It looked just like me. Sounded just like me. That was perfect.
Oh, Jay. Oh, wait, who was that?
And there's
That was me.
Ethan, you want to get an impersonation in real quick before we wrap things up? Let's hear it.
I mean, from Louisiana, so I'm just going hanging down there in the bayou or something. Ain't some shrimp and gumbo.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That's Grandpa.
Tune in to the next
Grandpa
show
was-
when I come back and do my impersonations of Adam Gomez and Ethan and the rest of these white folks.
Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned.